Hola para mis amigos y mis familiares en Latinoamérica. Este programa es para ustedes. How's it going? It's George. It's meeting me for coffee. I got an amazing rising Latin music star. Her name is Nathasha Rumbos. How's it going?
Wow, that was perfect. Were you practicing
Uh, I think I got it drilled into my head. I spent most of the day listening to Spanish cartoons with my son. So
that?
I'm also Greek, so I know where to roll the R's and yeah, it gets kind of complicated. But how are you? Are you doing good?
I am doing great. I am very happy to be here talking to you and to your audience. And it's just been a great day today. I was doing some music video ideas for my upcoming music video, and it was just a creative day today. So,
That's
on
great.
a
I
good note.
actually got a lot of stuff done today as well, and having a fan base of listeners that's over 200,000, you'd think that one or two emails would come in. Um, and over the last couple of weeks, I've been working on other things, and my days are just filled, right? So I have to answer back emails, and like 15 became like 65, and then we had over 100. So usually now I'm up at nighttime trying to figure out how to answer back some of the stuff and book stuff for the show. And having a show is very, very difficult, right? Especially if you're doing all the things around um, the whole aspects of every aspect of it, right? Even being a musician, writing your music, producing your music, paying somebody to produce it, and making sure it sounds good, that you're happy with it. Um, Maybe getting a customized album cover or singles cover, putting it up on a platform. It's a lot of stuff. What inspires you to keep on going? And actually, you started this whole thing pretty much during the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Were you bored, or like were you just inspired?
No, it was about time. I think the pandemic was a good just reset for everyone, and for me it was okay, this is your time to do what you really want to do, and and just go for it, or if not you're just going to be in your miserable job for the rest of your life. So it was kind of like if I was on the edge of the cliff, and I either had to back away or just jump and hope that I will survive the landing. So that's what I did. I threw myself off the cliff. That's a horrible comparison, but um you get what I mean.
Yeah, threw yourself off the cliff. Maybe it's jumping for opportunity. That's a bit more of a censored way of saying things. And I totally understand what you're saying, right? Now is a good time to produce music because when everything comes back full shebang, whether that be, I think 2021 for us up here in Canada is a bit of a write off, and I think it's a write off for you guys as well. I know Joe Biden wants to do like 100 million vaccinations in the first 100 days or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen, but I do hope we get past this. I do know that 2022 shows some promise. So if you hang you might if you're still interested in doing music after 2021, because there's going to be a lot of content that comes out this year, and it's going to be like a big bang in 2022. And but what I mean by that, it's like a little pipe, and like everybody's trying to get through that thing, right? um so I guess it's going to be quite the ride for you. The cool thing is that you're in Miami, and then Miami is like the mecca, I think, for stars and wrestlers and Latin people, and the Latin community is just fantastic. Up here in Canada, I live in a Latin community. Actually, every one of my neighbors is from a Latin country, in obviously Latin America, and I'm probably the only person that speaks English, and I speak Greek as well, but I I'm trying to learn Spanish, and what a great language and culture that kind of synchronizes with my culture. Right? We're the same. We're the same. We just speak a different language. Um, the family is very big in your life. I think from looking at your social media that I really understand you, and that's something that I really admire um, you doing. Right? You're sitting with your family having dinner. You're kissing your boyfriend or fiance. Um, it shows the real person. Like, um your voice is pristine, like you got awesome pipes, like manea, which means move in English for all those Spanish speakers. It's such a great groove, right? And there's something about that song that it just connects with all the rest of your other songs. And I think that there's one called is it I forget what it's called. Is it Galazo? Is that how you say it?
Oh, gózala, gózala.
Gosala. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Gosala, what does that mean?
Gózala is to basically live life, like just
Live
enjoy
life.
it. Mm-hmm.
So you have inspirational songs, like good songs. It's something that can put you up there with Ozuna, Faruko, whoever else you desire to chase, right? I mean, you could probably find some of those people in Miami. Um, it's only the beginning, so don't get discouraged, right? There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, but you're a rising Latin star, and I think you've made it past a little scraping of the coals. And I really, really am excited for your career. It's definitely something. Well, enough of me talking. Let's talk about you. You're from Venezuela, right? You're born in Venezuela.
Yes.
When did you come to USA?
So just like every Latin American family, they moved to America for better opportunities. So I moved here with my mom when I was 5, and I've been living in Miami since. So I've been living here for 20 years. And I feel like Miami is part of the inspiration, or part of like the tools that I've used to like create my music. If you listen to some of my music, like you kind of would be like, this sounds like something in Miami, or like something I will probably dance to when I go to Miami. So I feel like Miami has given me a lot of there's always a bunch of opportunities in Miami. That's how I actually started my music career. I started it last year, literally in end of March, April was when everything went to craziness, and I had met this guy called John Stewart through a Facebook group looking for a female vocalist. So I was like, hey, like, at that point I was like, let's give this a shot. I don't have a job right now. I pretty much have a lot of free time. So let's, and I had done covers like before, like I actually started like doing my YouTube channel. I'm like, let's see where this takes me. So long story short, I sent him my videos. He liked my voice. I got to the studio. I drove all the way to West Palm Beach, an hour and a half. I was like, all right, this is determination to make sure that this happens. And we created a couple of songs. The songs that I have out, like 3 of the songs that I have out, were actually produced by him. So it was very cool to get to work with. He was actually one of the directors for Power Rangers. So I was like, wow, like this is a crazy small world. Like, how am I creating a song with somebody who directed the Power Rangers? Like, it was very interesting, and just a learning progress for me. He really pushed me on my creative side, because I was like a little nervous, like, like, what if my lyrics don't connect that much, or they just don't like, make sense? And he was like, listen, like, I've heard you, and you really have the talent, so just really push it, and work for it. And I mean, we got 3 songs out. Wait, Gózala, Échate pa' allá, Me Salvaste are the 3 songs that I co-wrote with him, and it's been very cool. I mean, my first song was Gózala, and like you said, Gózala is like, you know, to enjoy your life, like just live life, and that song I wrote during the pandemic. So I kind of wanted to release something that was about, like enjoying life. And even though it was a time where like everyone's scared, and there's a lot of stuff happening, I kind of wanted to bring out a song that can kind of take people away from what was going on, and kind of put them in a scene of pre-COVID times. So it was nice. I mean, I was very proud of myself. I did a lot of got a lot of interviews in, a little bit of reviews, and then that's when I was like, okay, like Latin pop is such a big genre. So there's like specific ones, like reggaeton, like tango, flamenco. There's just a lot of ways that you can go. And I was like, I really look up to Osuna, Karol G, Nathasha. Like those are Shakira, J Lo. Those are like my top artists. I'm always blasting music. So I was like, I really want to try their genre, which is, Latin, urban, a little bit of pop, a little bit of reggaeton, and that's where Menea came out from. Which is, for everyone listening, it is my latest song out, and I have a new music video, so definitely check it out. That song, I did not do it with John Stewart. We kind of just parted different ways. Like, I wanted to try a different type of sound, and he wanted to try like a band. So we parted ways, but it was like, you know, he's very supportive of it, which I really appreciate. So that's where Manea came out. I'm actually the producer that helped me with that one is one of the producers for Farruko. So so it's a like kind of everything went in a circle, but like I landed right where I need to be right now. So it's been quite a journey, and I'm actually very happy that I decided to quit my 9 to 5 job, like, before, because like, okay, let's rewind. I was working at a public relations firm Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I was miserable. I hated being in front of a computer, like in a four wall room, and like I was
Cubicles.
like, this is not me. This is not me. And I decided to quit. And then that's when I was like, let me start taking some vocal lessons. At that point, this was like maybe 2 years ago that I started to do that. And then, rewind. Fast forward to last year, everything happened. It was just like, this is fate. This is what needs to happen.
That's incredible. Like, so yeah, everybody's interconnected, right? I mean, that's what we were talking about before the show. Everybody, like, someone that I know, and then cracking open a drink right there, nice White Claw for all those listening right now. What flavor? What flavor?
Well, you see, I was supposed to be drinking White Claw, but my mom drank my last mango White Claw. So right now, for our people listening, I got some amazing coconut water from Conchita.
Beautiful.
So
And what's it?
wish it had a little bit of
Made it.
alcohol,
It's
but it's okay.
made in Miami. By the way, the White Claw is considered a seltzer, and those go in the fridges for people who are a bit afraid of beer. That's what they say. I got my coffee here, obviously. The infamous grandma cup here, the metal cup from 1965 or whatever.
It's a very cool cup.
Yeah, and don't ever microwave something like this because it'll burn your hand.
I was like, will it melt? But no, it will probably
No,
melt your hand off.
it'll hurt. And now that we're doing a bit of a late night session, I got a bit of espresso Baileys in there with my coffee just to kind of calm it down, so I can go to sleep. Maybe not immediately following this, but after listening to a few more of your tracks, obviously, and a lot of you should go out and check it out because she's got music videos. She's got songs up on Spotify. I believe Apple Music as well.
Yes, on all the streaming services,
Yeah,
you can find me.
and it's so cool that you produce a couple songs with or 3 songs with the producer from the director of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Power Rangers? There's Power Rangers all over the world. I think just Power Ranger fans all over the world. Sorry, and for me being I'm 32, and when somebody says the Power Rangers, I always kind of refer back to the original one because they went so far off the tangent. There's like this one and there's like other ones and whatever. Now,
And
there's,
then the series, like, yeah, it just,
I mean, the movies that I wasn't allowed to go see in the theaters. And now I watched it a few years later, but, um, it's all about persistence in life, I think. And, it goes for everyone, not just the two of us. I guess the two of us are examples of being persistent and following your dreams and saying, hey, enough's enough. Like, it's time for me to take control, right? And there's going to be people that are going to stand in your way and say, hey, this isn't going to work. Don't do this. Or there's going to be people that you've trusted or have been around a long time that are going to be very envious of you, mainly because they don't have the balls to do it, right?
yeah, there's a lot of that going around. The envious people, they see you like, going for what you really like, and then they just try to just bring you down and be like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah,
like
it's quite it's not disheartening to talk to somebody and then they give you no response back or no emotion back, right? But yeah, just do what you have to do and just keep on going and just be like a bullet, keep going through things. And
Yep.
it's pretty cool. It's inspiring. How far are you from the beach?
Well, I literally can cross the street and the beach is right there.
Are you
It's
serious?
yeah. It's
What?
a very it's, I so I live in Miami is a very like, very broad, like big city, but I live in like a city within Miami called Sunny Isles Beach, and it's literally just like the beach. I mean, I don't live on the beach. I have to like cross over, but hey, I'm not complaining. I have the I have the beach right there. It's very cold today, so I did not go to the beach today, and I should go to the beach. I don't even go to the beach as often as I should, living literally right across. But it's very nice. I do go there sometimes to just get creative and inspire. I always love hearing the sound of the waves. It's like a mantra for me, uh, to listen and
Can
it
you
and
hear the
really.
waves from your room if you open the window and try and fall asleep?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Okay.
I wish
You
I
have to,
don't live
it's
that.
that far.
Yeah, it's you have to like I have to like go down, walk to the sidewalk and cross over. So I definitely cannot hear it. I can hear the cars for sure. Like
This is
the
why you're pursuing this so you can actually move like 100 yards just across the street so you can hear the waves. Um, it's such an awesome place that I've always wanted to visit Miami, right? I don't know, a Cubano sandwich. What other cool things is there to discover as per food in Miami? What are some of your favorite Latin dishes that you can get in my that you go to actually?
Oh my God. You just said the Cubano. So there's I don't know if you're talking about like Cuban sandwiches, but there's actually a food place called Cubano, and they have the firest Cuban sandwiches. Like with just like you literally just it's a like a foot long, but it's like with that like nice French baguette bread, and it's like squeezed, and it has like little potato sticks and roast beef and mustard and just wonders. That is the best food to eat when you are coming out from a long night of partying. It's the greatest food you can you can chow down. Also, I love croquetas. Croquetas, Miami croquetas are just
How about
un-
empanadas? You guys have empanadas there too?
yes, empanadas. But there's a lot of there's a lot of Venezuelan dishes here in Miami. I mean, Miami has so much culture. You can find dishes from almost every South American country
Oh my god.
in Miami. So there's a lot. There's for everybody's taste buds. There's everything here. But definitely the Cubano sandwiches are just on point. And the croquetas. The croquetas from Vicky's Bakery. If you ever come here, you gotta go to Vicky's Bakery and get a croqueta, and you will be like,
I'm assuming Vicky owns that place, right?
yeah, it's my homegirl Vicky.
Vicky, I'm coming. You better be ready. It's pretty crazy because um, I've always wanted to go there and I love food. Last time I spoke about food with someone else, world renowned chef Andrew Zimmern, I got really hungry. So like it's good that I ate before I came down here. Um, no, and by the way, Latin food is the bomb. It's so good, and the clubs are dope too. Like
Yes.
I'm not a guy who goes and dances and whatever, but now I know how to dance. Salsa, bachata, maybe some reggaeton or cumbia or whatever. I could probably like
Oh, cumbia.
I
You
can mess
can't
my
wait.
way
You
through it.
can dance those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can kind of mess my way through those, but like the salsa and the bachata, I can kind of do.
Mhm.
I can do actually really well. But the other ones I can probably, mess my way through it. But like it's the music is so powerful and um there's so many great artists. Faruko, one of my favorites, Mark Anthony's great.
Oh,
There's like there's so many. What's his name? Anthony something. But Anthony, he's like he's old. He's way older.
oh, like is it Antonio Solis or Anthony Fernandez? Oh, I don't know, but I
Maybe,
feel like
maybe.
I know which one you're talking about. Does he sing like kind of not Mexican music, but like very like probably not the wrong guy.
I think I know who it is, but like he's Anthony Santos. That's what it is. That
Anthony
guy's pretty good.
Santos. I all I'm
Yeah,
thinking about is Romeo Santos when you say
Romeo
that.
Santos. There's Nicky Jam. There's all these.
Oh,
There's so many artists, and I think you have a spot there, right? You have a spot there, and it's been such an awesome time talking to you, and I do mean that from the bottom of my heart. By the way, how do you take your coffee? Drink coffee. We got to get
oh,
that out of the way.
yes, I do. I actually have an espresso machine in the kitchen, and I love my café con leche with
Yeah.
like the foam, la espumita.
How about a cortado? You had a cortado before?
Oh yes, cortadito. That is what I have to take right before I go into work.
I went to Argentina and I was going down to the cafe almost every day and having a cortado. I could sit there all day and drink those, right? They're so
Oh,
good. Like the scenery, like the cars going by and people with their dogs. And it's like, why are we feeling so pressured in North America? Like all we do is work. We don't like
mhm.
a lot of us who don't. There's a lot of us who don't enjoy life. Like I enjoy my life. Don't get me wrong, but the way things are, it's always like work, work, work. You're always worrying about money. It's like, hey, I'll pick up a Saturday shift. I'll pick up a Sunday shift. I can't make ends meet. He's like, but down there, it's like, hey, let's chill. Like things will be fine, right? I hope it's that way in Miami because one day I hope to come down there and do a show. We'll do an actual meet me for coffee show face to face when this is all done and we don't have to wear masks. Could be 2022, could be 2023, who knows? But at that point, you'll probably be pretty big. You'll be opening up for all these stars.
Ooh,
And
yes.
you'll give me a VIP pass. They'll be like, hey, I know her, you know. But Venezuela, man, like how often do you go back? Have you ever been back?
Ooh, no, no. I have the last time I went back was for my brother's wedding, and it was like 10 years ago.
Your brother is in Venezuela.
No, he lives in Miami, but he used to live in Venezuela years ago. But then, with the whole situation over there, pretty much my whole family kind of moved here and around in other South American countries. So we're kind of like all over the place, but the main family is here in Miami. But yeah, no, there's just going to Venezuela right now is you're just asking to get kidnapped or robbed or just shot at because of just the situation is just horrible over there. And it's so sad because Venezuela was such a rich country, such a beautiful country. Everybody wanted to go to Venezuela, but now everybody's like, no.
Everything's falling there, right? There are many countries around the world that are experiencing the exact same thing, and obviously our hearts go out to them and in your family. If you have a lot more family out there, they're probably going through some pretty hard times, and you feel lucky that you're in Miami,
Yes.
despite
I'm
of what's going
grateful.
on, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm grateful every day that that my mom brought me here because this is honestly like as cliche as it sounds, this is the land of opportunities. Because if I was in Venezuela trying to be a singer, like I don't, people would be like, "Ha, like, what are you doing? Like, come on." So
the parties are
I'm
pretty in Latin America. I think the parties are pretty hip down there. Like they're off the hook, right?
the
But
what?
the partying, like the
Oh,
people, yeah. When they have like the performers, like I've seen stuff from like El Salvador and whatever. They like have these girls on stage dancing and the band's playing, and there's like thousands of people. It's like, is this like a festival? No, this is like a club or something.
yeah.
It's like what? No, I'm in the snow. I'm in the snow, so I'm trying to kind of feel a bit
Feel
warmer.
the warmth.
I wore this shirt. Like this is a Miami shirt. Like I feel like I'm ready to
I'm
go.
in Miami. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I love that song.
And you know what? It's been such a pleasure talking to you. I want to ask you one last question. Um, being an up and coming Latin singer, what was the hardest thing to get over? Uh, in order to do what you're doing now.
Honestly, like paying attention to what people had to say about me, like going for my dreams. I felt like when it came to music, I quit music during my college years because I listened to people that were just super negative. And I feel like now I'm at that point where I was able to surpass the comments and kind of just go with my gut feeling and, be confident and just manifesting and be confident in the talent that I have. So definitely overcoming just the negative people and the negative energy. Like, I don't need negativity. Like, I'm all about the positive. Like, I meditate, I manifest every day. So that it's actually helped me a lot. So I'm glad that I was able to overcome that, and that's why I'm pursuing music, because you got to have balls to pursue something in the entertainment industry. It's a very tough, competitive industry.
Yeah, I'm not saying you do have them, but like metaphorically, or
Yes.
figuratively saying. I want to thank you for being on my show, and it's been a pleasure.
George, it's
Nathasha
been great.
Rumbos, rising Latin music star. She's also the co-host of Movie Reviews and More with Brian Sebastian and many others on that show as well. Check them out wherever you get your podcasts, and on YouTube and Facebook. Join their groups as well, and make sure you subscribe to Natasha's. She's on Spotify, and she's got music everywhere. And subscribe to YouTube as well. It's a booming place, and it's just the beginning of a fruitful career. And you've gotten past some of the hoops, and it shows a lot of promise. And I really thank you, and I hope for you to come on my show once again and keep in touch. And
Yes,
we'll
we
definitely
will.
do this again over Cubano sandwiches at the Cubano, whatever the Q.
The
And
Cubano, you almost got it. And then we
yeah,
have our little cortaditos while we, talk about that Miami fast life.
yeah, exactly. This is going to be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, George. And before we go, I do have a new website that you guys can check out. It's NatashaRumbosmusic.com.
Awesome. NatashaRumbosmusic.com. Rumbos, Rumbos.com.
Yes.
That's Natasha, Nathasha. Rumbos Music.
On point.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll
Thank
see you
you,
next time.
George.